What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking another look at some standard using Alchemy, and this one's a bit of a fun one because we're trying some new cards and we're going to be playing a Monoblack Discard deck. Now, I want to just apologize up front because we were playing this live on a stream and I made so many mistakes with the new cards, just not understanding how they were worded or whatever, so I'm apologizing for that up front. However, the games actually still turn out very good, and there's some cool and interesting plays, so I think it's still worth watching, but I'm just giving you fair warning that won't be the first or the last time I screw up with these new cards, because there are a lot of words on some of these text boxes. But yeah, anyway, let's go get into the deck list. Alright, so as you can see, it's kind of a smaller list, and it's actually pretty tight, which, by the way, side note, don't forget to pay some love to our folks over at Ultra Pro. By the way, I'm going to be doing a giveaway here on the channel as well, leading up to the holidays, so if you want to be eligible, remember to subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so you will get the notification when it goes out through our community tab, so you will get that message and follow the instructions. More than one winner, by the way, and it's going to be lots of stuff that I'm just giving away, so yeah, do that. Alright, so starting at the top, we're playing Blood Chief's Thirst because we need some cheap removal to get us to the end game. And we're going to be playing some Eye Twitch because that gets us access to some extra cards, which is fantastic. And then we did say this was a discard deck, so we're going to roll into some discard cards. We're playing Acquisitions Expert, which usually is only going to let us see one card, sometimes two, but it's mostly just getting something out of your opponent's hand. We almost don't care what it is. And then we're playing Elderfang Disciple for the same reason, just getting your opponent to discard a thing. Then we do have Infernal Grasp because we're not going to make the opponent discard all the important creatures, and there are some things that come out on turn 2 or 3 that we just may not be able to make them discard, and we need to have good ways to remove them. We're playing one Graveyard Trespasser, which, by the way, I'm playing the one Graveyard Trespasser because it was voted on by the chat of being our one-of card because I had one slot left. And it's not bad, actually. It removes some stuff from the yard, which is great because, you know, say your opponent top decks a Leer or something later and they can reuse those cards. This actually prevents that, so I don't mind it. But, you know, season to taste. Put something else in there if you want to. Now, one of the new cards that we're playing is Gutmorn, Pact Servant. And this is a demon, probably the cheapest cost demon that I think we have in Magic. But it's a 1/3 flying Death Touch, so that part's all great. It does come with some extra words here. When it enters a play, each player has a discarded on-land card, and then you give it to the opponent, or they make a copy, technically, that goes into their hand, which is weird. But after that, every single time a player discards a card on your turn, you get a copy of that in your hand. So, obviously, great card for a discard deck. Then we have Soul Shatter, because it's untargeted removal. We can get rid of big planeswalkers, whatever. So we all know the drill on that one. Now, one of the other new cards here is City Stalker Connoisseur, which is okay. I won't say it's like great, but it fills a lot of roles for what we're doing. One, they're going to have to discard a card anyway, no matter what. So it's a discard spell. It's a 3/3 Death Touch, so it can go toe-to-toe with anything your opponent has. It also gets rid of their highest cost thing, which I really like. So if they're trying to like sandbag something where like maybe they draw the extra land and then they can cast it, this makes sure you don't have to worry about it, which is kind of cool. So we'll see. Then we have a couple of Henrika Damnathi, and this is a card I hadn't played with before till today, and I feel like I goofed it up in a couple of games, but it still turned out to be really good in the deck despite that, so it may be even better than I think it is for this deck list. And then, of course, the star of the show, Tergrid, God of Fright. She's kind of the headliner. Even just as a 4/5 body with Menace, she's good, but the backside is more often than not we're going to be playing Tergrid's Lantern in this list just to put the pressure on the opponent and try to end the game. We do have a couple of copies of Professor Onyx just to kind of wrap things up as the games go along, help us find those extra discard or removal spells if we need them. And then, wrapping up our lands, we have 21 snow-covered swamps and 4 Faceless Havens. That's how we're going to roll. It is 25 lands, but we want to make sure we're hitting our mana because we do have to get to 4 mana. That's kind of the key to the whole thing to be able to play Tergrid's Lantern. If we don't get there, we're going to struggle. Granted, you do have environmental sciences you can go get out of your sideboard with the Eye Twitch to kind of help you get there, but still, you don't want to have to do that if you don't have to. So anyway, we're going to play some games. At the end of the games, we'll talk about what we learned from those games and what we would update to this list, and then I'll have a card spotlight for you. Yeah, this is actually kind of ideal of a start. I mean, we get to go Eye Twitch, Disciple, Gutmore? I don't even know. Maybe we go Gutmore on 3 anyway. I don't really know. Sure. I'm not sure how much value I'm supposed to be trying to get out of Gutmore, honestly. First time I've played it. This would be the first time I've actually cast this spell if I cast it. Yes, same thing with Shambling Gas. Sometimes the options are not in the same place. That's what I'm saying. Consistency. That's all I'm saying. However you present it, have it always present that way for every instance. Do I look at deck lists? I have channel points for that. Yes, we do that. Okay, y'all. Do we just cast Gutmore in here? Or do we want to wait and cast one of these first? I will let chat decide. We want to just cast this and see what happens with the new card? I mean, if we draw... You know what? Maybe we do this anyway. Because we can cast both of... If we draw a land, we can cast either of these the next turn. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'll just get rid of a Elderfang Disciple here. I think the opponent has to read Gutmore, and there's a lot of words on it. And it's kind of confusing. I don't blame you, opponent. There's a lot of weird things going on with this card. Because we both have to discard. And then, when somebody discards, I get the thing. Alright, so we're both going to give each other a thing here. So, let's go with this. Which is a little bit weird, but alright. And then we conjure up some stuff. Ooh, you know what? Here's a tip. If you're playing Gutmore, put stuff into your sideboard. Even if you don't have lessons of your own, because you could have a situation like this where you get a learn card from your opponent. And that makes a difference. Sounds dumb, but I'm saying it makes a difference. Alright. I mean, if they block, they block. Like, we don't really care. We're the aggressors now. Look at me. I am the captain now. Like, that's where we're at. Opponent's like, F it. I'm going to hit you with the burn before you make me discard it. Oh, they don't want to make us discard a card. They want to get some lightning bolts. You played a land for the turn, right? I mean, yeah, I'll block. You can kill an Eye Twitch. That's fine. Like, I kind of want the Eye Twitch to die. Oh, they're not even... They're just hitting us. Fair enough. Kind of crappy, but I feel like I sort of got to use this dang card on that duder. Which sucks. Because I kind of want them to discard. This probably just gives them too much opportunity. We'll go ahead and take this since we missed land drops. They could have another Hasty Boy, but you know what? I'm willing to gamble. Now they're going to play some 4-mana haste thing, and I'm going to be like, I should have saved the Eye Twitch to block. Actually, I should have saved the Eye Twitch to block anyway, to be honest. Like, the 1 point is not going to matter enough here. So they're going to get a copy of that, right? Per Gutmore? Oh, only if they discard during my turn. Alright. Well, that makes a difference. Let's go ahead and see what the opponent gives us. What do we get? It's a... Oh, probably going to burn us with 1, and then we get whatever's left. Nope, they're just going to show us an inspiration. We'll just take another one of those. I guess that's fine. Seems reasonable. Yeah, we go ahead and... Yeah, alright. We'll take a Snowland, because that's all we can take. And then... Not sure what the opponent held onto there, but yeah, we'll go ahead and attack. Alright. Literally chipping away at the opponent and their life total. Alright. Bloodthirst Adversary, sure. Yeah, I'll block my 1/1. I'll take 2. We're at a high enough life total. I'm not that worried. Famous last words. But, you know. Well, there's a Blood Chief, sir. So that makes things feel a whole lot easier. Though I might just play Turgid. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to throw this back. Let's go for it. Hopefully it's a creature deck. I was like, because we have cards that at least work against creature decks. At least for the time being. So the tough thing will be, if we use Gutmorn at that stage, what do I even give up on 3? I don't think I actually use Gutmorn on 3. I think our plan's going to be... I'm just going to kill this now so they can't protect it with the Snakeskin Veil. And then if they play a Troll, we can have Soul Shatter up. Oh, they don't have a Troll, and they were out of mana. Ooh, well that's a thing, isn't it? It also means now if I play my Graveyard Trespasser, it's going to be a 4/4, and the opponent's likely to not have anything, so yeah, I'm in. Or is it? Oh, it's not night yet. It's still day, but it's all right. That's fine. They don't have 3 Snowland, so if they fight it, we just trade. I'm okay with that. Oh, never mind. We ain't trading. The opponent was like, no, sir. We are not trading. I think you are sorely mistaken. Well, do we go with Henrika then? What do we do, team? Because I think that is the play here. Nah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just stop whatever the shenanigans the opponent's trying to do. Let's play the new cards. Do we brave the double block? They don't have anything else in their yard. We don't have anything in our yard. So there's no more life to be gained here. So let's not attack for a second. Don't want to get too crazy because there are like big hasty things you can play now. There's like the Pack of Wolves or whatever that thing is. It's a 4-mana 4/4. Like it's not fun. That has haste and trample. I was like, you attack. I am double blocking. This was part of the plan from the get-go. Not sure if you're aware. Like, kill who you wanna. I don't even mind. I think I might just play Henrika, y'all. I think that's going to be my play here. If I were to have found another land, nah, it still wouldn't have changed anything. I think this is a Henrika turn. And then I'm willing to just have each player sacrifice. And then if they just want to burn Henrika, that's fine. Like, I think this is a good spot to be in. Yep, Tovolar doesn't have haste, so we're good. And we got more Tovolar answers, so that's fine. Yeah. Actually, Henrika is a vampire. Oh, no special things, just a vampire. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Opponent discards. What would you like to give us? And no surprise. We're going to transform Henrika. And we're going to get in there flying for 3 lifelink damage. Also randomly Death Touch if it ever comes up. But we're going to go ahead and just kill this. Like, yeah, you can have a 2/2. That's fine. Like, not sure what their plans are here. But we'll see. I'm trying to get to where I have like a land in hand so I could just discard. Well, even then, I give them a land with the Gutmorn. We don't even want to do that because they've been light on mana. So, like, Gutmorn is a cool card, but in this situation, it's almost a liability for us. Because we don't want to give them either of these, obviously. Yeppers, you can get in there. Yep, no blocks. But I wouldn't hate giving them an eye twitch. Right? That changes things. Like, give you an eye twitch doesn't suck. However, we probably just want to go ahead and kill the natural. We don't have to do that, though. We can wait on that. We're in a pretty good situation right now. Let's go ahead and just attack with Enrica. I don't think we're worried about anything. We'll go ahead and just play this. And we will pass. Yeah, sure. Why not? Soul Shatter's an instant, so we don't have to be in a hurry here. Alright. What's the opponent? I've seen a few decks on the ladder trying to use Howling Moon, so I'm not sure if that's become, like, the go-to card or something, or maybe it's their way to have an answer to all the bounce spells and stuff, which would be believable. Yeah, that's a thing. Sure. This would kill this one, not this one, because this goes on mana value. So, sure. We're at a high enough life that I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Should have done that pre-combat in case they have something that would matter for the 1 mana. Now, I know that this thing has trample, but I think I'm still going to block with the eye twitch just so I can go get another land here. And it is still 1 point that's not irrelevant. Though, that being said, I could just kill the opponent's creature here too. We'll take that. Who knows? Could be important. They got red mana. I'm not sure why. I'm not really sure what they could do with red mana, so it's kind of confusing. Alright. I'll play this. Oh, crap. I forgot that was going to make a wolf. Uh-oh. That was a mistake on my part. I genuinely forgot about that second spell thing. That is important. That is a big, big mistake on my part. Big no-no. No, you don't want to do that slap. Like, there's no card you really want to give your opponent there, truthfully. Alright. You got a big Tovala. So fortunately, none of these are going to have trample. So we'll be able to block one with Enrica. We can chump block one with, like, I don't know, Disciple. And then hopefully draw a land and just play this Professor Onyx finally. That would be great. Not sure where you're trying to put that. Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's just 2 wolves that are attacking, right? Just pick one. They don't want us to do that, so I'll just do this. I was hoping maybe you would try to get in with multiple things, but they're not. So, is what it is. Our turn. There's the land we were looking for.
Well, darn.
No attackers. So we can only kind of sort of protect. Well, exactly. I was going to say if something like that happened. So we will not be able to protect Onyx here, but it's all fine and good. Seems reasonable. I assume multiple things are going to be attacking her. Opponent. I mean, coming at me for 6 is cool and all. I mean, I would possibly go to 7. How badly do I care about Professor Onyx dying here? That's kind of the question. But I mean, I can protect her. Take 6. Well, I gain 3 also. And I get to kill one of those off. So yeah, let's just do that. Go to 7. I'm willing to gamble. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought that was coming at me. Oh, dang it. I could have killed that off. Ah, well. Well, this is fine too, I suppose. Let's kill... Pup doesn't do anything else now at this point, right? It's just the next one. Yeah, so I might just kill the bigger creature. And then play this and see what the opponent gives us. Yes, I know. Second spell, you get a wolf. Oh, boy. Oh, oh, if we can survive this turn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Was not expecting that to happen. Whoa. Whoa. Alrighty then. Sure. Sounds great. Sounds great. I might even go to 9 here. Honestly, knowing what I've got in hand, I think I'm okay with that. Let's go to 9. I'm not even blocking. Mostly because this is going to happen. Yep. No attacks. We can wait 1 turn, and then we can start attacking with a really big Henrika and gain a bunch of life. Yeah, I don't know what your plan is now, opponent. Yeah. We'll keep this, though. I had the opportunity. I think I was just too concerned about them having blue-black, but... Alright, let's get to it. Let's start the discard train. Hopefully we'll draw a couple of lands here over the next 2 turns. It's going to be pretty abysmal, actually. Here comes pack leader number 1. Yep. Not a surprise. Sadly, I think we're going to be obligated to block with the eye twitch. Just so we can find more mana if necessary. Yep, we blocking. That's for sure. Alright. Oh, just an innkeeper. I thought we were going to get hit with the troll or something there. That feels a lot less punishing. Oh, see, now this is tough because the opponent only has 2 cards. And we get to choose. We have to do it, right? Because we get the choice of those 2 cards because we also have a cleric out. So if it's a land in something, we get the something. Oh, well. Okay, then. I guess we take Blizzard Brawl? I was hoping it was going to be a lot more exciting than that. Not going to lie. A little bit let down. Thought it was going to be more awesome than that. It was definitely not. And here, I guess, yeah, oh, they drew a land anyway. Exactly. So now you get to get a card. So good move, opponent. Good move. We're just going to double block here on the Innkeeper. I mean, we can get them to discard that card if we want. That's not the worst thing. Boy, at some point I need to cast this. But I'm going to be stubborn. We're not going to do it. Oh my. Alright, well, I don't hate that decision now. Alright, so that means the opponent didn't get anything. Or nothing worth doing here. We'll just take the 5. Come on, land. Big money. Oh, jeez. Alright. Fine. At least I can play this and cast an eye twitch. Oh, boy. Sometimes life is wild, huh? What if that... It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, if that's a hasty guy or something, like, it's going to trample anyway, so what are we going to do? I mean, if they magically just have nothing here, awesome. You know, like, I don't think that's the case, though. They're going to pump still? Alright, that still leaves you with a mana. I guess we just take something that will kill a creature or a planeswalker. That seems smart. Okay, you have 2 mana. Oh, double pack leader. Well, that's a thing. Oh boy, what do we do here? We could Henrika, make them sack a thing. I think we don't, though. I think the plan here is just Soul Shatter something and then Necrotic Fume something. And see if we're still alive after that. I think is the working plan, if you will. Alright, go ahead so they don't get to the attack step and get a free card. Unless that's... Okay. Yeah, we'll prevent a point. We know they're going to give it trample, but that's fine. Okay. Well, seeing as how the life total we're at, here's hoping. Okay, it wasn't a Snakeskin Veil. We're still playing Magic. Like, that was a Snakeskin Veil. We were just dead. Alright. Not sure what the hell the opponent has, but we're going to go with this. We're going to flip it. And see if hopefully we get a chance to start gaining life. Excellent. We're going to go with this. I'm going to attack. Alright. So now we're at 7. If they do have a Hasty Boy, we can block most of them and stay alive if necessary. Toski, cool. We can survive that. Okay, now we're in good shape. We're in good shape here. Make the opponent sack a thing. Then we'll get a thing.
17, it was going to die eventually anyway.
And we will attack. I guess I'm going to leave Turgid back, just in case. Because they could have, like, a fight spell and then also come after Professor, and that would be silly. Wouldn't want to allow that. Yep. Alright. Whew, that was a tough one. Alright, we get to go first with this, so we'll keep it. It seems more than acceptable. Let's see if double Faceless Haven backfires on us. Very possible it could. Here come the parade of white creatures. Let's go ahead and just play that. Make the opponent discard a thing. Good news is this is going to be able to kill most of the problem things. The only thing we have to figure out right now is what type of deck it is. Is it a cleric deck? Is it some life gain deck? It looks like a life gain deck, so good to know. So then we're probably saving this to kill either Valkyrie or the blessing thing that gets all the counters when you gain life. Yeah, I assume they had a second one if you're going to show us one, right? Okay, let's find something good here. That's not bad. I wouldn't call it good. Yeah, I mean, I guess we go ahead and get in there for one. Why not? This is going to be peculiar because I'll be able to kill at least one of their best things. But then I'm not sure what we do after that. Because I don't know. I mean, like, maybe if we draw another land, then we have Turgid plus the Lantern out. And that's kind of sweet. I guess nah, we really can't take a turn off for the Lantern, though. I have to just kill the Voice here. Because next turn, it'll just be too big, potentially. Depending on what they play. I don't think we can risk that. Oh, that was a convenient card to draw, though. Love that. So what do you got for us, opponent? Hopefully they don't have a Snakeskin Veil. What was that? Faithful to... Oh, that's one of the new ones. Yeah, alright. We will try. Okay, it succeeds. Excellent. I guess we will keep attacking for our 1. Also does matter, these little chip points of damage, because if they have a Righteous Valkyrie, it does make it harder for them to get to 27. So that is a thing. Alright, and that's whenever this dies, you draft from the spellbook. Alright, good to know. So making them sacrifice a thing will not be super exceptional, except for the fact that I can now get a copy. Or at least, if our Turgid lives, I will be able to get a copy. Alright, they have 4 mana now. And Inquisitor, which goes and gets 2 things. Ugh, that's going to be unfortunate, because I have no doubt what they went and got. Yeah, if there's 20 or more things that cost 3 or less, which that's almost all that's in that deck. Cards in your hand, put 1 onto the battlefield and the other. Alright, so they're going to just get rid of... Oh, you can't get rid of Turgid. Turgid costs 5. Yep. Does it put the other... Oh, it puts the other one into their library. Okay. Still a damn good card, though. Yeah, I'm just willing to take 2 here, opponent. No blocks. This thing randomly has Vigilance, too. How sick is that? Alright. Now we start down our path. And we pass. And then we'll just see what we can do here. Now, we can block with Eye Twitch and then go get what we want, so that's actually not the worst thing. Thalia, you are a bit late to the party, so we're not so concerned about that. Yeah. They are now at 27, so that is something I have to be aware of. Which is super unfortunate. Pass will block, so we can go search for a thing. Question is, what do we want? I think we just go get a removal card, sadly. Mostly so if they get one of their big life gainers, or they go get Righteous Valkyrie or something, we can still just kill it. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Because if they give us a Disciple, eventually we get to use a Disciple. So I'm like, I'm down, you know. This would let us draw a card. But I think while they have no flyers, I think I'm fine just going to flip it. And we will pass. No attacks, I don't think. Do I attack for 1? I feel like I have to. That's awful. I think I have to attack for 1. I don't really want to, but I feel like I have to. Because if they play a Angel here, or any, you'd gain 2 life, and then we'd just be miserable. So, kind of feels like I mean, I could sacrifice the thing and then kill the Angel and all that, but I feel like that's correct here. Okay, anything that gets counters, well, you can give it lifelink and whatever. All right, that's cool. Good to know. All right. I think we might just take 2 again here. Nope, opponent doesn't even attack. All right. I didn't want what they would give me. It's more important for me to keep their life total down and end the game. Like, if I used the sacrifice, they would have just given me one of these, and it would have been like, meh, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to be a game breaker in any way. Whereas, if I'm attacking with these, I'm gaining life, and I'm able to start bringing down their life total so they can't take advantage of the situation. I could. But I would have probably just taken a card instead of making them sacrifice, honestly. Yeah, exactly. It would have been a card draw, if anything. I wouldn't have worried about them sacrificing anything. I'm going to go ahead and use this now. So before that's in play, they don't sack and just give me that. Yeah. And then I'll just wait, because now we have mana up for these. Dun, 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 dun. What do you want to do, opponent? Opponent. I mean, this isn't a great spot for the opponents. I totally get taking the time to think this out. Okay, they're choosing not to do anything. I didn't think that was going to be the play, but sure. I mean, the problem is because they don't have flyers, at some point, this is all just going to not be great for them. All right. Sure, we will end the turn. I mean, this can give something lifelink and trample, potentially, eventually. I mean... yeah. All right. That's going to let you scry and stuff, so that matters. Probably going to be where that Elderfang Disciple goes. So yeah, Elderfang Disciple's probably going to kill Trellisera. My guess is they're probably just going to scry to the next thing that gets counters and life gain or whatever to the top, but whatever. We can't do anything about it. We can't just let them have everything. They are putting stuff on the bottom, though, so I guess that's good for us. Was that little Olenbach escort thinking about getting in there? Like, that thing had a little attitude. I mean, it may be worth it for them to attack with the Paladin just to gain life here. Yeah, that wouldn't have been the worst plan, I was going to say, because gaining life when you're this low is pretty key, especially since it's also going to trigger the Trellisera. Alright. We're still at 24, but I think I want to do this, because we can still use Lantern twice on this turn. Let's go ahead and block here. We will block... I feel like I probably need to block Thalia. Actually, let's block your life gainers, right? This would come back into play. Thalia is like annoying, but not really bad right now is the thing. So I'd rather kill these off. This feels more important. I don't know what that card is in their hand. I mean, maybe that's something awesome here. Pumps their team or some such. Allows them to get rid of Turgid. I mean, who knows? But I'm down. It's not any of those things. Weird. Okay. That's not what I thought was going to happen. I was waiting for something else. Like... okay. Weird. I'm not sure I understand at all what just went down. Like, they effectively gave up their things that would allow them to break a stalemate, I would think, eventually. Yeah, that's what I think, too. Maybe it was just a desperation deal. Maybe they just for real didn't have anything else. And they did scry a few times and couldn't find something, so maybe they're just feeling it right now. They also know we have the necrotic fumes too, so they know that Trellisera is probably not going to be long for this world. Well, we start with this. What? Is that not a card in their hand? Am I missing something? I was totally like, that's a card, right? Or maybe that's a visual error. Because I was sort of wondering the total number of cards in their hand. No, there's nothing exiled. There's not even a little exile thing to say that's exiled. That's what I was saying. I think it's a visual error. Because earlier I thought they should have one card anyway. but it was showing 2 cards, so I wasn't really sure. Yeah, there's nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is just... Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just a weird thing that happened. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I'm going to sack this. I don't know if I would have done stuff drastically differently, though, had that been a thing, but it makes a little bit of a difference. All right, we're at 16. They're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think we care that much. I mean, we'll go to 19. If they pump their team all +1, we're still alive, so I'm not that worried about it. And we get to block 1 thing on the ground, so that's fine. All right, so they're going to go to 12, back to 11. All right, cool. Oh, to 10, sorry. All right. Okay, let's see what's up. Yeah, I think that's just a visual error. I think they only have 1 card. Yeah. All right, opponent. How goes it? I was going to say, I'm not sure what their out is from there. Let's see what we can do with this. All right, let's do it. We probably need to draw at least 1 more discard spell to get us to the Tergrid points. But let's see. This should hopefully tell us about what the opponent's playing or what their situation is here. Oh, they just gave us a forest. Sometimes that's good news, though. Sometimes it's bad news. Sometimes it means that they already have all the mana they need with like 3 other lands and whatever. And then other times it means their hand's just chock full of land and they want to get rid of some. So let's pass. I feel like we're probably just going to have to play Tergrid's Lantern here. Alright, you're just going to level the Ranger class. Seems reasonable. And attack. Sure. And we will block. Just take... Actually, we're not going to take that. We have plenty of land. Let's take this. Though, I have a feeling they already have a Snakeskin Veil for some reason. I just feel like that's like lording over me. Alright. How bad is it? Okay, I was thinking it could have been a chariot or something there. But it was not, fortunately. Sure. Yep. Makes sense. Let's go ahead. Do we take the 5 here? Because then we could use this to sacrifice, especially while the opponent's tapped out. And there's a chance we even draw another. I'm going to take 5. Because I can see situations where we could kill both creatures here, potentially. And I'd rather take the chance on doing that. See? Just like that. Just like that. It's exactly why we did what we did. And then we get to do all the things. Actually, whoa, cancel. We're not going to get to attack. Yeah, that's fine. And then we get to play the Eye Twitch on top of everything. Okay. That worked out just how we wanted, just how we drew it up. Now we got to draw something to follow, or it's all for naught. Okay, there's a chariot. Question is, can we kill a creature so they can't crew the chariot? Or do we want to double block? Oh, well, that's an option. There's no creatures in the yard, though. We have one. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright. I mean, I don't think... I was just trying to think what the likelihood that I'd want to double block here. But I think even that's pretty low, because I feel like the only time we cast stuff was when the opponent was tapped, and they've been holding on to one of those cards the whole time. And I feel like it might be Snakeskin Veil, which would make a double block kind of bad. Not even kind of, would make it really bad. Oh, you have a fight spell too? I guess it makes sense that it could be a Blizzard Brawl. Let's see how you feel about that. Alright, so they're just taking it this time. Last time they were discarding cards, so that changes things too. Okay then. Well, now they're going to have tokens they can get rid of. So that's a real problem. We'll just block. Alright. What do we want? We're one away from a mascot exhibition, which feels like that could be correct. So let's do that. Though making a bunch of tokens to block would probably be fine. See you later, Jaffer. Oh, did not want to see that. Absolutely did not want to see that card. Ugh. I mean, this isn't awful, but it's not good either. Ugh. Ugh. It hurts a little bit. Man, and it feels like that card in their hand is a Blizzard Brawl, because now that they played the Werewolf, they didn't want to Blizzard Brawl our Trespasser last time, probably because they would have had to discard that, is what it feels like. So now, I have to decide if I want to just make them discard a thing, or I mean sacrifice a thing, because that might be the only use we get out of Enrika. If we both sacrifice and I sacrifice that, I mean, yeah, this is just not good. But I think we have to sacrifice, I think is the plan. And it sucks, but I think it is what it is. I'm going to do this just because if they do decide to Blizzard Brawl, which they may not because they get to put counters on all their stuff and all that, they would have to lose a card here. But they're also going to get to draw a card. So, you know, is what it is. I think this is where I want a Meat Hook Massacre and don't have access to one at the moment. So I don't see a way out for us, unfortunately. I think this is where we lose. Yeah, because even if we get the mascot off, we're just going to be buying time, really, more than anything else. I mean, here, kind of have to trade with the token. I can't even trade with it. Yeah, we just take it. No blocks. I think we're dead anyway. Because they're going to be able to give the wolf trample next turn. Yeah, we just don't really have an out here. Yep, GG's opponent. GG's. You got us. So, that wasn't good. We'll keep this. Hopefully we can draw out of it. I just realized this has a Christmas holiday theme to it. They put little hats on the snakes and they got candy canes and like all this other stuff. That's kind of cool, actually. I didn't even notice that. Mav Nasty, how's it going? That's a weird name, but welcome. I'm assuming you're a Mavericks fan. Oh, you have another Spikefield Hazard? They sure did. Wow. Okay, then. If you got it, you got it. Nothing I'm going to do about it. Alright. Sure. I guess we just kill it. We're just going to take turns killing each other's things. I kind of want to play this and just flip it. Just so it's a 4 toughness instead of a 3. But I'm going to do this first. So we can get a dragon out of their hand. Because I'm pretty sure they have dragons. Because you played this, and you're playing mono red so far, you got to have a dragon. Yep, there you go. I believed hard enough. So now if they have something that deals 3, they might just kill this, which is probably Dragon's Fire. Yep, there it is. Alright. I'm going to go ahead. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. If you have more Dragon's Fires, whether this is on the front or the back side. Yeah, alright. We're just going to front side it. We're going to draw a card. Okay, that works. And then now, even if they kill her, we'll get to make them discard a card next turn. Like, wouldn't be the worst thing. Okay, so they had a braid. That's fair. So we did get punished because of it actually in a braid. Alright. What was that? Oh, it's the whelp. Interesting. Okay. Well, now we feel kind of okay. If we can get one more land. Yep. I'm going to kill this before we even get to the end step, so they don't get the trigger from the whelp. And then here we go. We have enough life to play with here. We will probably just take this. I don't... Well, she's at 6. I don't even care if you have a haste thing. Alright, well, we'll make stuff cheaper here. However, we're going to get the more expensive thing out of their hand. And then we'll attack just to see if they want to block with the whelp. I doubt it. Oh, they're playing Dollhouse too? Is that what that is? Ooh. Opponent's going spicy.
Sorry.
All right. I mean, I'll give up Professor to kill this 4-mana dragon if they have one. Oh, they don't. Well, that's nice. Well, now we don't even have to worry about that. We will draw. That's a peculiar situation, isn't it? I guess we just take this.
Come on, there's gotta be
See if we can attack with those. Alright. I mean, I guess that's it. Yeah. Now, like I said, despite me screwing it up, we did actually get several wins with this deck, so I think it's actually on the right track. One thing I will say, though, is I probably would find a way to squeeze in 1, maybe 2 Meat Hook Massacre, because I think that's just really good for cleaning up some of those early creatures that might sneak past you. Also, it's possible to maybe put a copy or 2 or Go Blank in there. Or if you're worried about early aggro creatures, I think there's an argument to even be made for Concealing Curtains if you want to try that out. But those are probably the cards that are on the top of my list as far as what to add to the deck. But even as it stands, it actually played pretty well, which was a little bit surprising. But, you know, we're still in the early stages of this whole Alchemy standard thing, so who knows? Maybe things will change, but I don't know. I feel like even stumbling through with some bad plays, we managed to still turn out some pretty good games, and that's got to count for something. Now, for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about an oldie but a goodie, Mind Twist. This is like the original, the OG discard spell. This was actually in a World Championship deck even back then, because somebody figured out early on that, hey, if I just take all my opponent's cards away for like 4 mana, then they can't really do anything. This card's kind of silly when you think about it. And this was not even considered a problem for a long time. But then it obviously did end up getting banned and everything else, so, you know, we learned. But yeah, this card is wild. And even the revised version, I think, still goes for like $8 or $9. So yeah, even though it's not played all that highly, it's still a very sought after card with a little bit of value there. So don't sell yourself short if you got these sitting in a bulk bin somewhere. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page and our Twitch page. and our Discord. So any of those, if you want to come by, say hi, interact with the content live, talk about Alchemy, those are great places to do it. And then don't forget, I just sent out a poll, or actually a questionnaire, to our channel followers. Hit the join button if you want to be part of all that and give some insight on what appears here on the channel, or even get your own stuff featured. And as always, like, subscribe, share, all that wonderful stuff. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.